Mr. Jamie Bowman here with Vulncrate. Today I'm going to be demonstrating this WordPress code snippets vulnerability that was discovered back in late January 2020. This vulnerability has affected over 200,000 websites. If you look at the National Vulnerability Database, it has a base score of 8.8 high. This is extremely dangerous. This vulnerability allows for cross-site request forgery, which ultimately leads to remote code execution. I'm going to take over an entire WordPress website and create an administrative account. Alright, first off, I'm having some issues with my local Docker, so I'm going to use DigitalOcean. Alright, so we're over here, we're going to create a droplet. We're going to click on Marketplace, and we're going to select a pre-configured droplet with Docker by clicking Docker. We don't need to spend $40 a month. This is just going to get torn down when we're done. $5. That's all you need. Now I'm going to select all my SSH keys so I can log in. I'm going to change the host name. And I'm going to click Create Droplet. And let's listen to some music. Okay, looks like our droplet has been created. Let's click on this. Let's get the IPv4. Okay, I'm in PowerShell. I also have Oh My Posh installed if you're not familiar with why this looks so different. And now I'm going to SSH into my box. It just asked me if I want to authorize this host. Super secret password. And we're in. Now I'm first going to CD into my root folder, and I'm going to need to clone this repository. I already had this clone locally, but now I'm going to want to copy it into my DigitalOcean droplet. Right here, I'm going to want to use HTTPS. Using SSH will not work because it's not configured. This will be easier. Okay, I'm cloning that. Okay, we've got our folder. Now I need to make one small adjustment. This is pre-configured to run locally and create the database, and everything's already done, but I'm putting this in the cloud and we're gonna have to adjust this to make this work. This file needs to be removed. You do not need to do this if you're doing this locally. Okay, so now at this point I can run Docker Compose up. This will pull down the image for the MySQL container and the WordPress, and we'll get it all up and running. Okay, looks like it is spinning up the database and the WordPress image. Alright, let's see if it's up. Let's go back to DigitalOcean. Let's copy that IP address. This is bound to port 8000. Now normally you wouldn't have to do this, but we're gonna have to do this because this is usually pre-configured, but my local Docker image is not working. Alright, let's copy this password. Docker is also incredibly fast. Okay, so we're going to log in to the administrative dashboard and finish configuring this. So go to plugins, install plugins, activate code snippets 2.13.3 vulnerable. Now I'm going over to the snippets, all snippets. I'm going to remove all of these example snippets because it will make it easier to see our exploit POC snippet. Now let's go to users and let's check all users so you know there's nothing funny going on. Okay, let's go back to all snippets. Now I have this cloned locally, which includes this exploit HTML. This is already ready to go if you're running this locally. We're not. Let's go back to DigitalOcean, copy this IPv4 address. Let's go back to Notepad++. I'm going to change this IP address. Here's the malicious code that is going to import into the code snippets and allow for remote code takeover. Okay, so I'm going to go and inspect so I can pull up the developer tools. I want to make sure this network is displayed and submit request. Now it says it's failed, but trust me, I don't think it's right. And here we are. Here's our POC. If I click on edit, it has added a function that will create an administrative user every time the site runs. So if we go down to users, all users, you can see that the hacker account has been created, and this is done through this exploit. So this wraps it up. Hope you guys enjoyed this today. Be sure to hit like, follow, and subscribe for more videos and more tutorials. Thanks, guys.